Hi, so my name is Chelsey Venrick. I'm going to be your prenatal yoga teacher. And what is your name?
Laura.
Hi, Laura. It's so nice to meet you. How far along are you?
I am in my third trimester.
Oh, beautiful. That's so beautiful to hear. So you look beautiful. What is your yoga experience?
I've been doing yoga for several years now. So
Great. Yes. So carrying it on through your pregnancy, you're
Correct.
continuing to do. Oh, I'd love to hear that. That is so awesome. So we are going to explore yoga together, you and I, for 30 minutes. So we will begin in a seated like lotus pose, and we'll begin like a meditation, okay? So I would like for you to place this block under your bottom. Being very gentle and being very mindful. If you need some assistance, yeah. So we're just getting the hips up just a little higher. Oh, does that feel good?
Yes.
Yes. So I love that your hands are on your belly. So let's just keep them there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're closing our eyes and we're just allowing ourselves to sink in. So would you just sit up nice and tall with your eyes closed and hug your baby right now. Just really feeling everything surrounding your child, your inner being right now. So take a deep breath in. One deep breath out. And just feel your belly expand and contract with every breath of deepening. And then as you exhale that constriction, just feeling whatever is inside of your body and just noticing what may be coming up. It's perfectly okay. But I want you to just center everything around your navel area, hugging everything in as if you're giving your unborn child a really, really, really big hug. So hugging everything in, but still sitting up nice and tall with your eyes closed, and allowing your knees to fall off to the side. And any time during this practice that you feel tired or if you needed just a simple break, I do encourage you to do so and just listen to your own body. We're always going to check in with the quality of breath and making sure it's clear and making sure it's pure. So with every inhale, take a deep breath in through your nose. And then right back out of your nose. And again, I'm going to remind you if that's too constricting, if it's making you feel a little overwhelmed, I want you to open your mouth and breathe through your mouth. We're just genuinely listening to our internal femininity. We're just speaking to our child right now. If you could speak to them, this is a good way to quiet your surroundings. Maybe just send a message to them. Maybe tell them that you love them, how special they are. Just think about right now in this space, it's just you and your baby. You and your child that you created. And very gently, I want you to bring your hands out towards your knees. Again, just a nice reminder, sitting up nice and tall. And then if you have the space, I want you to extend your legs. I know you're kind of at the top of your mat, so you could release the block, coming down all the way down to your sits bones. And I want you to extend your feet out towards me. Thank you. And very gently, yes, nice mermaid. Very nice, very nice. So bring your feet nice out in front of you. I want you to reach up, nice and tall. And then place one hand, your right hand, underneath your belly. I want you to very gently, with your upper hand, I want you to reach towards your toes. But be very mindfully as you bend forward, coming down. Very nice. And if you don't reach your toes, that's perfectly okay. I'm going to place a pillow so you can at least reach towards your pillow. Very nice. You're just going as further forward as you can without putting too much constriction on your abdominal area. Then taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out, letting that go. And come back up gently to a seated position. And I want you to raise both hands up all the way, lengthening the side body. And I want you to place your opposite hand, which is your left, underneath your belly, underneath your baby, holding and supporting that baby. And very gently, I want you to fold forward. And you have a prop here to keep the ground to come up towards you. Very nice. And only go as far as you can without feeling too much constriction on your belly, where you can still take nice deep breaths. And staying and folding. Staying and folding. And then come all the way back, very gentle, being very mindful. And then reach both hands all the way back up again. Very nice. And then lower your hands all the way down to your mat. And just like you did before, your mermaid legs, I want you to pull them around and come into a tabletop. So mermaid legs, all very nice. And then come into a tabletop. Nice. Very beautiful. Stacking your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and the shoelace edges of your feet are down in the mat, and tucking your toes. Very nice. And then I want you to come into a cat-cow. So dropping your belly as you exhale, press, looking forward, pressing your chest. Very nice. And just dropping down. There you go. And then as you inhale, press up, pull your baby in up towards your spine. And then moving at your own breath, nothing to hold here. Exhale, cow, dropping your hips, feeling the opening in your hips. And inhaling, great, right at your own breath. Nothing to control here, just moving through. Beautiful. Keep going, 3 more, working that spine. And then moving your baby around, making them a little more active too, pulling up, good job. And dropping down, chest forward, beautiful. And moving at your own breath, very nice. 2 more breaths. And very last one, come to a neutral spine when you're ready, beautiful. And put your toes together. And I want you to sink your hips back in child's pose. And if that's too much, exactly, that's too much for you, then let's put a little bit right there. A little bit. Not good? Beautiful. And if you'd like to bring the earth a little bit closer to you by putting your hands on the floor, there you go. And we can even push it more this way. How's that feel? Good? Okay. So we're lengthening the side bodies, and then we're still connecting with our breath. And what else are we connecting with? We're connecting to our child. So try imagining here, we're surrendering ourselves and then giving our breath to our baby. So we're taking deep inhales and we're handing them right down to that unborn child, making sure they have the most purest oxygen. And as you exhale, you're taking out any negativity or anything that could possibly, toxins from that baby. You're releasing them back out. Very good. So 3 more breaths here. And nothing to do but stay and be. And if you need to bring your hips out, maybe your knees out wider if you like. Yeah, there you go. How about that? Is that better? And if you could sink back more and you can reach out more, just be exploratory, but listening to your body. Very beautiful. And you're breathing, very good. Try it on in your experience. So if you want to go, I encourage you to go. I don't want to hinder your practice just because you're with child. I want you to be who you are but with child. And we're going to do what's best for you and the baby. So you're doing very good, staying and checking in with the quality of breath. Strong ujjayi breaths. Very spiritual, keeping in this imaginative mind, just pretending that the child is in the room with you, right here with you. I mean, obviously they are physically, but you can't see them, but just imagine they're here doing yoga with you. So it's powerful. Deep inhale, deep exhale. I'm going to remove these props. And we're going to go into downward facing dog. So I'm going to remove these. Yeah. So coming into down, tucking your toes, and then pulling your hips up. Your hips and your baby up towards the sky. That is perfect. Beautiful. So getting out of the shoulders, pulling back with the hips. Beautiful. And still hugging baby in. Very nice. Staying and breathing, checking in with the quality of breath. Very good. And letting this active resting pose challenge you. Some limited poses in your third trimester, if only they are limiting to you. You're very active yogi, so we can probably get into just about anything, but we're gonna try to make this as active as possible. So you're doing a great job. 3 more breaths. Stay with it. And remember who you're breathing for. You're not alone. I'm in here with you. And your practice is so beautiful. One deep inhale and deep exhale. Bring your knees down to the earth. Good job. And coming into camel, release your toes and then walk your hands back to your knees and come standing up on your knees. Are your knees feeling supported, or would you like?
Good.
They're good? Okay. So I want you to place, very nice, holding that baby. So I want you to place your hands on your hips. Placing your hips your knees, hip width, making sure you feel nice and stable, looking beautiful, nice and strong, and up nice and tall. And this is going to be exploratory, how about tucking your toes? Let's bring your heels up just a little bit closer. So a camel, I want you to reach back with your right hand towards your heels. Very nice, very gentle, supportive. Right, and if that's okay, stay. Placing, yep, very nice. Then I want you to bring your hands actually back up. I think what would be best, so you feel more supportive, is just staying right here. Now we can feel the front body stretch without straining. That was beautiful. So just stay here, and I want you to press your hips forward. Very nice. There you go. That looks a lot better. That looks more comfortable for you. So deep inhale. And then if you need to come back out, just come back standing on your knees. And then when you want to explore, press your hips forward. Not cranking back too far, messing with your lumbar or your thoracic spine, but breathing, coming back if you need to. Very nice deep inhales. Again, not forgetting who we're doing this for and who's still present. Deep inhale. Deep exhales. And then come back up, standing on your knees. You need to place your hands down onto your mat. We're going to come into lizard, but very gently. So I want you to heel toe this right foot, just very gently. I want you to meet it up towards your right hand. However you need to it's not up all the way, that's perfectly okay. Right. And then I want you to I want you to walk this back knee back up if you can. Okay. There. And what we're working is this outer right. Beautiful, beautiful. You know where you're going. I love an experienced yogi. So you can either stay here if you want to pick it up anywhere, if you want to bring it back in. Do what's so comfortable to you. If you need a block, place your hands on. I'm going to place it here for you if you need it to kind of give you more. There, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And staying nice and active. But if you need to come down to the ground, if that's in your practice, if that's comfortable, here you go. If you want to come on to your forearms, whatever's accessible to you and your baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Allowing that hip opener. We're going to stay here for quite some time. So we're going to be here for about, I want to say 8 breaths. So find that comfort. Find that edge where you can stay. You want to put your arms on this pillow? Just a little more comfort.
That's perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, beautiful. That looks
Sort of in
comfortable.
between.
Okay. And how's your back knee feeling? Is it uncomfortable? No. Okay. If it does, you can also bend it a little bit and then place it back there and then place it back down. And then you have the wall back there. There you go. So we're staying. We're gonna hold and breathe. Deep inhales again through the nose. And using that breath right back out of the nose, but using that breath to soothe you. To stay and breathe, getting into those hips, and then just noticing what's coming up, right? There's a lot of things your mind's kicking in, going, oh, I need to back off. But if you need to back off for your body and your baby, do so at any time. I encourage you to come back into child's pose, and however you need to get there. And also, if you ever need a drink of water, please take that time to do so, but listen to your body and stay and breathe. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, focusing, anchoring on the breath. 1 more deep inhale, stay for the exhale. Come back up to your hands. And I want you to gently heel toe, not toes, back to the back. To your knee, and then come to your knees. Good job. Yes, very gently. Now I want you to come to a camel again. Sit up, standing on your knees. Come up, nice and tall. Stay here, or you can press your hips just a little forward. But staying and breathing. Getting that full body front stretch there. I love how you are holding that child, tapping in, making sure they're just as present as possible too. And what we do on one side, we're going to do on the other. So I want you to release from camel, place your hands down. I want you to heel toe very gently wherever that needs to go, wherever it can go to where you're comfortable. Exactly. There you go. So you can stay. And if you need, exactly, very beautiful. And if you can go a little bit further, go a little bit further. Do what is best for you. Nice. But you're listening. You're an experienced yogi, but you're still listening to your body. This is a different body than what you may have had when you first have done yoga. So this is a whole new different level of yoga for you. And how fun, how beautiful. We age, we change, we transform. But we're all still in the practice of yoga. I love it. So stay and breathe. We'll be here for 8 breaths. So find where you want to be. And I love that you're doing a chest opening. But if you need to back off, do that. Do whatever you can hear within yourself. deep breath, sending that oxygen to your child. You're doing the best thing possible right now for that internal human, giving them that your strength, showing them that you are strong. And even using your breath to calm your baby. Maybe that could translate when they're out of your womb. Maybe that'll translate that they can deal with stress differently too, by you teaching them how to breathe now and how to breathe through discomfort. Very nice. One more deep inhale. And deep exhale, stay entirely, and then heel toe that foot back. Come back onto that knee into camel, however you need to get there. Very gently, good job. Coming to a standing position on your knees, placing your hands on your hip. Good job. Nice and tall. And again, I want you to just take some time, not pressing your hips forward, but just take some time to sit here in the moment and just kind of come back to the quality of your breath. Maybe feeling a little more open than you did at the beginning of class, but just noticing, no judgment. And then place your hands down to the mat. And I want you to come into downward facing dog one more time, pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Beautiful, nice and easy. 2 breaths here, and you can pedal it out, make some nice light movement, but still checking in with that quality of breath. Breathing for your baby. Thinking of your child, taking deep inhales, and walk your feet forward very gently, very sacredly, very mindfully. Good job. And ragdoll. Now again, we have a child here, so ragdoll may feel different. So we're going to grab our opposite elbows. Yeah, we're feeling that constriction. So yes, take up as much space. That pelvic floor, pulling the pelvic floor in and up. Being mindful, not locking out our knees, softly bending, very nice. And then pressing up, doing such a kegel inside. And then just breathing, deep inhales, deep exhales. I want you to place your hands down to the earth, down to your mat, and then heel toe your toes to touch. Then gently come all the way up to standing. Good job. Good job. And then reach your arms all the way up, high mountain. I want you to grab your right wrist. And then reach all the way up, nice and tall. And then pull all the way over to your right side. Feel that stretch on the side body. Definitely deserved. You don't get to move that way in your normal daily activities because you have this big baby on your front side. So we're opening that side body that's aching for attention. Stay and breathe. And then come all the way back into center. Inhale. And then release your wrist. Reach back up. Coming to center. Beautiful. Grab your opposite wrist. And then pull all the way over. Good job. Pulling in the pelvic floor. Pulling the baby in as close as possible. And then bend just a little bit deeper. Deep inhale. And deep exhale, come all the way up, nice and gently. And then release your hands, high mountain. Then bring your hands down to heart center. Tree pose. So here you can bring your right foot to your right ankle. We're grounding down the left foot. And then we're bringing that little kickstand. Since you're advanced, if you'd like to come up onto your shin, or if you want to bring it up onto your inner thigh, that is your practice. Wherever you are, we're going to hug into that center line. And you're trying it on. You're balancing. You fall in, you fall out. That's how it goes when we're working on our balance. So staying and breathing, pulling that thread at the top of your head, setting your gaze to one non-moving place. Here, I'll let you set a gaze. So I'm not in your gaze. Very beautiful, but avoiding your knee as much as possible and softening that standing leg. You're okay. Beautiful. Baby said no.
No way.
Baby said no. So just do what you need to do. But we're working on that balance, and you're gonna feel like the girdle kind of pull in as you're balancing, because you're pulling that right side into the left side, hugging in, deep inhale, and then on your exhale, I want you to release your hands and then release your feet. Come back to center, and if you need to shake it off, perfectly okay. And then inhale, reach all the way up, and then bring your hands down to center, and then do the opposite side. Whatever side you did not do before. Perfectly okay. Hugging in again to that center line, feeling the thread on the top of your head being pulled up. Your chin is level with the ground, and then just checking in with yourself, setting your drishti, your gaze to one non-moving place, and then breathing, checking in again with that quality of breath. Are we holding it? Are we, depriving ourselves of that prana, that life force? Deep inhale. One more breath. Take a deeper inhale. And then exhale, release, shake it out. Very nice. And I want you to gracefully, however you need to get there, come down onto your bottom. You need a fish, mermaid pose it. Come reaching your feet around. Good job. Yeah, you move a little bit different. Getting on your bottom is a little different. Very nice. So we're gonna come into fish, and I want to do a supported fish. So I'm gonna set you up, and using a lot of props. And we're gonna do it just a little bit differently than maybe you've ever done it before. All right, so stay right there. And then I'm going to have you lay back all the way, very supportive. There you go. How's that?
Very nice,
okay?
yes.
Yeah, so I want you to extend your feet and then open your arms up. There you go. Beautiful. So you'll be here for 5 breaths. Deep inhales, and just allowing the front side of your body to open. And I just imagine myself opening myself up to this side here. Here, just breathing, and then quieting the mind as well. Focusing all of our attention onto our breath. Keeping a nice, even breath. In the nose and right back out of the nose. 2 more breaths. Deep inhale. And then deep exhale. One more time. The most purifying breath of all the nutrients the Mother Earth had to give to you. Bring it in. Send it down to your child. And then release it back out into the world. And very gently to your right side, I want you to roll over. I'm going to help you here. Very nice. I'm going to take these blocks out. I want you to come all the way down to your back. Here you are on your back, grounding down your entire spine from your cervical spine all the way down to your sacrum. I'm going to place this underneath your knees to relieve the lower back just a little bit. How's that feel?
Very nice.
So good. All right, so coming into our final rest, I want you to come to a natural breathing pattern. I want you to find some place within inside of yourself where you can just be calm and to be thankful for showing up and practicing your daily yoga practice. And just rest. Nothing to do but rest. Three more beautiful Shavasana breaths. Very gently roll over to your right side. Giving your heart a rest, giving yourself a little bit of a break, giving your belly a break. And then with your eyes closed, I want you to come into a seated position. So I'll help you remove this. You can wiggle your feet back. Good job. Come up seated, being very comfortable. We'll bring our hands to heart center. And bring our thumbs up to forehead center. The love and light in me honors the both of you. We bow our heads. Namaste. Namaste.
Nice.
Good job. All right, so Laura, I want you to show them your belly. Show them your belly. All right, show them your belly. She did awesome. She's a natural. You really were like feeling your baby.
I was
so
trying
proud
to
of
pretend
you.
like I was still pregnant.
You were beautiful.
I was remembering all those wonderful thoughts.
If you want to say something in here, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What was
I
your experience? Like,
well,
this is my first ever. So
okay. I got pregnant and I was very fortunate. I did not gain a lot of weight. I didn't try, but I was very active running, and I really didn't have any complaints other than the fact that the breathing was so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
The baby grows, it pushes up on your diaphragm,
Mm-hmm.
so your breaths are shortened, and I struggle with anxiety. So the yoga was, it was imperative that I keep up with that, even though I'm also a runner. The yoga was more important than the running, actually. But I had a friend who lost a baby after she had it. And she told me, even though I loved being pregnant, she said she wished she had known that that was the only time that she would have with her baby while she was pregnant. And I took it as a positive. Like, although it was easy to just take those moments and realize this is my only time, whether you're giving it up for adoption or you're Sarah, you are giving this child life. The child is breathing, and this is your time with this baby.
Sacred.
It's sacred. It'll never be like that again.
Yeah.
Once it's out of the womb.
Yeah, they come out and they're like talking.
They're off they go. So yeah, when I was pregnant, her sharing her story with me was extremely.
Women banding together, like this course for me, like we're banding together as women, and it's not really about prenatal, it's just understanding the feminine body.
And I just loved that she was so open, and she worked with me, so she knew I had no complaints, and I felt so honored that she could be bitter and upset, but rather she celebrated me, but wanted to put another layer on it, like really celebrate, like she really close everything.
She helped you kind of like pull it in a little bit more,
make it way more personal.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. And I'm so blessed to have Flora be my student today, and that's our class. So thank you. Namaste.